Go ahead, kick your feet up. Oh, you haven't heard? Well, I guess it's time to meet us. All music on the list. Any topic, they on top of it. Ear witness news. You ready? There ain't no stopping it. Ear witness news. Oh, what? Ear witness news. Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? This is Nick and Dhairya here, coming live to you from Chamber 43. We have a lot to talk to you about, and that happened last week. A lot of people dropped, so we're excited to get back to it. We also got a lot of snacks.
It's lit.
It's super lit. So who dropped last week? We had Uzi.
We got T Swift. She dropped a song.
She dropped she did drop a track. XxX.
Who else?
ASAP Mob. Ferg, I think, dropped the week before that.
Cody Shane dropped a project.
I did not hear about that.
She dropped a small EP of like 5 tracks.
That's cool. What I did last week, I opened up for Dave East, and a couple days after that, he was on like Hot 97.
You opened up for Dave East?
Yeah, we were on
That's
the stage.
lit.
We were on the stage up
That's
there
lit.
doing our
That's
thing. It was really, really cool. Like to see like us be on the stage and a little bit later him be up there doing his thing. He came through and dropped like 4 songs. Yeah, he had just dropped a couple tracks.
Word.
I think he has something new with like Chris Brown, and he has a project called Paranoid. So
Yeah, I
That's
heard
big
about
stuff.
Paranoid. I heard he's popping off.
yeah, he's doing his thing.
And dude, you were trying to talk about some power couples too, like Cardi B.
Oh
And
yeah, we have to talk about it.
Are you saying that they're getting married? Are you?
I thought that was the
Are you
rumors that was going around. Cardi B was
Are you
getting married to
perpetuating
Offset.
some fake news right now?
I do love fake news, but I think they're pretty strong power couple.
Yeah. You trying to who'd win a fight? Cardi B, Offset versus fucking Amber Rose, 21 Savage.
Oh wow!
In a good old fisticuffs.
Oh, it was shot in straight fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Nobody's got a hammer or
It's a
what is that, a capo? No, that's for the guitar.
throw them in the WWE ring. Have it like pay-per-view. They got ladders. They got chairs.
Oh, okay. Amber versus Cardi. I think Cardi wins, and then
I'm taking Cardi over everyone. Cardi's about to fuck up 21 Savage too. Like,
oh no!
She's about to.
Okay.
But we should probably talk about what we usually talk about. You know, we gotta get back on the music.
Okay, yeah.
As opposed to memes.
The memes.
The memes, the fake news.
Okay, no more fake news.
But
Yeah.
for me personally, I am the #1 Lil Uzi Vert fanboy, so this shit was fucking exciting.
So that was your favorite of the ones that just dropped?
He dropped a fucking Off-White fucking commercial. Like, that album cover is weird.
Yeah. That's what
Lil Uzi Vert is just weird. He's just a bizarre Satanist. Like, this man, people are catching on that he's definitely like into that Antichrist shit, and like this album though, it banged. I thought it banged.
How do you think it did compare? Okay, so like we'll talk about like your feelings about it like musically, but how do you think it did comparatively like received by the popular media? Like, do you think it sold? Is it gonna sell well?
No, it's not gonna sell.
No, it's not gonna sell.
Is that shit
I
selling?
loved it. It was great.
That shit's not
gonna sell.
That shit's not gonna sell. No, I don't think Uzi needs to sell. He's gonna.
They're back on the tour.
I think he's just gonna like if he needs to go back on tour, he doesn't need to sell. He doesn't need to sell albums if he's got the hottest song every year. Like, you know, I think that's like a legitimate goal for Lil Uzi Vert.
So it's just like you do an album because you can. It's just like a formality at that point.
It's
not
basically
really
a formality. Yeah, it was cool. I mean, like the drop. I mean, I was waiting all summer. I honestly thought that rap music in general this summer was just kind of like, it's kind of you know.
Nobody really impressed you.
I loved a lot of projects, but nobody really stood out. You know.
Flow that stood out to me that just dropped this weekend. The track with Ferg and is it Ski Mask? The Auntie song. Have you seen that one? Yeah, I Love Your Auntie or something like that. Flow was ridiculous.
Ski Mask. I mean, Ski Mask. He has the potential of carrying the game forward. Like,
yeah, I mean, he has like one of the craziest, I think, like deliveries right
and just
now.
yeah, right.
and like approaches to music. He's like using like old beats, he's using like, new beats. You know what I'm saying? His like beat selection is really like interesting, and I feel like if anything, I was impressed with producers this summer.
The producers, yeah, have been absolutely. I've been like thinking about that recently. Like, I think there's like a shift from rap, like I guess hip hop music being about like, you know, the rappers, you know, and their lyrical like deftness and like their tact, and now it's just like turning into like. It's almost as if the producers are hotter than the rappers. Like the producers are a lot.
Did you hear about Waka said the producers should stop trying to drop their own albums and stay in their own lane or something like that?
I mean, if Metro Boomin's about to have like literally the hottest like top 5 songs on Billboard,
yeah. So like, isn't that not his lane then? Like, if he's
hey,
producing
Waka
all the
Flocka,
tracks,
step up.
but at the same time, I don't want to tell Waka Flocka that anything he's ever said is incorrect.
Yeah, that's right. I apologize.
So
Waka
like,
Flocka. If you ever
I was giving him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe just Metro just needs to not.
If you ever need somebody to, you know, roll up some goods, I got you, dude. I got you for a cool like $100 a day. I'll do it for you.
That's crazy.
Intern for Waka Flocka. But Uzi Vert, Lucifer.
Mm-hmm.
This kid, him and X, they're like. I think they're what I call like fucking the rap's emo rich kids. You know, like they're just a bunch of like weird losers. Lil Uzi Vert, he like sampled.
They're just a bunch of weird I was like, what?
Like let's
okay, wait.
Let's,
So
let's
you said the emo.
He's like this, just like, you know, this kid who like. Like the kid, he just needs to chill. Like honestly, he's just like.
You said Uzi needs to chill or X needs to chill.
Both of them need to chill.
They both need to just relax a little bit.
They both need to chill the fuck.
They
out.
both like just Naruto running through the hallways, just like stapling each other in the forehead and stuff.
Like
no, I mean I fuck with the music at that. I fuck with the. I really like the vibes.
Dude, what is X doing with his bodyguards? Like, why is he like? There was that. I mean, I said this on another.
Oh, when they're throwing him into the.
They threw him into.
That's all. That's all fun and games. Hanging out with
they threw him in
crowd.
They threw him in the fucking railing.
No, I'm worried about like them like
stapling
stuff in the head and like the hanging and stuff. Kids, like people, their fans are very impressionable. So I feel like when you're talking about like depression, you're talking about like the ways to handle that and like ways to receive it. I feel like them doing all the like the crazy stuff like is very like harmful and needs to be like. I mean, I don't know. You have to be true to it. Like we also have to be
right.
Right. You also have to think about like the way that you like put that kind of stuff out there and like the way it affects people.
No, I think that, you know, X did address this album to all those depressed kids, and he's talked about it. You know, he's talked about it pretty at length before in a few of his songs. I mean, I don't know if you've like gone into his like older projects from like 2014, 2013. I mean, if you listen to those tracks, like this new track, the 17 album, it's not very surprising. It's just like, you know, he's got this like alternative rock emo crooning. There's like a track with a guitar on it.
I really liked all the beats. Yeah, I really.
He's got
all the beats. I mean, and I really liked what he was saying. I mean, like, I have to re-listen to it, like to absorb what he was saying. But like, I really like the singing and stuff on it too. So like, I was surprised about that.
He's got a good singing voice for sure, and I'm appreciating this. I'm seeing this trend where rap is getting a lot more introspective, like, you know, from Kanye to Drake to
yeah. I mean, it's definitely becoming more vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not like as I don't know.
Dude, could I get one?
Yeah.
Thanks.
What were you saying? Oh, it's definitely just.
You're talking about vulnerability.
We were talking about how they're now more
Rappers are mad vulnerable nowadays.
open to everything. Yo, I'm dying. Yo, we definitely need to cut. I'm slapping my ass off. So loud.
All right.
No, keep if anything, we can just like we'll just chop it up later in post. But I think that Drake really opened the door. Yo, you need to answer this question.
What up? Dude, ask me the question.
Oh yeah, Ju.
You're just like telling me to answer your question. I don't even know what you're trying to say right now.
I was saying answer your question.
Okay.
Because I can't answer it. So, Don't you feel like Drake really opened the door for introspection?
Yeah, I think Drake opened the door to mad shit, and like introspection was one of them. And like, remember when X and Drake had beef with each other? They're like, X went on camera and he was like, you know, I love Drake. He he really opened up mad doors for me, and like, you know, Drake's definitely an influence on X. You know, X has gone out and said that, and like, you know, it's still up in the air whether Drake was influenced by X as well.
I mean, who do you think of these? Drake said he's like next year he's gonna be dropping like did he say epilogue or whatever? What did he say the next project was gonna be? At the end of Views, he said like the next project's gonna be like the send away, you know, like or like him like saying goodbye. Who do you think of the new guys that are coming out? Do you think anybody who dropped in the last week or anybody who's dropped this year has that potential to take the space or like take the real estate in rap that like he's made and left?
The real estate that Drake carved out like during like Take Care.
Yeah.
And like I don't think for me, and that's what I was saying before. Like, you know, rap this summer just hasn't been clear who's taking the real estate. It's not clear. Like I feel like Drake's on his way out. Kanye's like kind of like fucked up. Jay-Z sort of like he's on God status right now. So like, you know, he can drop an album, but like he's not like, you know, he's not like.
He's interesting. I mean, I feel like it's just.
But like these are.
I want something to take the world by storm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to feel like
the way that Drake ran for like how many fucking weeks he had like at least one song in the top 100 for like years. He's had it for like a decade almost. You know, I don't think any rapper right now that we see right now like none of them have.
So you think if we're gonna see the next Drake, it's not somebody we've seen already. It's gonna be somebody we
or
like, eventually.
It might be somebody we've seen already. It could be an Uzi, but Uzi hasn't dropped that project where like.
Yeah, where we think he's like.
Where
he's definitely dropped hits that are on the same level. Or on the same caliber as like some Drake tracks, but he hasn't hit like a consistent library of like.
Right, and you know, like 21 Savage, he hasn't done it. No, like Lil Yachty. I mean, Lil Yachty's pretty much. I mean, these are all up and coming rappers, but none of them have really taken the culture by like a complete grip. I think not yet. But in other news, dude, did you what did you think about our favorite Taylor Swift?
Oh,
America's Darling.
Oh yeah, she dropped the track. What was it called? Look What I Did.
Look at what I no. Look what you made me do.
Look what you made me do.
Look
what you made me do. I thought it was. I didn't like any of it except for the last 30 seconds of that video. I thought that was like super hard. The rest of the video made me very uncomfortable.
Taylor Swift, stop going after fucking Kim Kardashian. Stop going after Kanye West. That's not tolerable. Like that.
I'm not gonna tolerate it.
I'm not gonna tolerate it up in this bitch. I'm not going to.
Not in this.
Not in this industry. Not in Chamber 43.
I just feel like it's a weird battle to pick. I just feel like it's 2 against 1. Like, how are you gonna go? How are you gonna come with the cannons?
It's like Kim Kardashian's fan base.
Yeah, the whole squad, the whole Kardashian squad. Like, I feel like any of them could go up against Taylor in like a day, and then you have Kanye too. It's just a wild battle to pick. I just thought it was okay. So the whole video, I wasn't really connecting any of the I was understanding the metaphors, but I wasn't really like connecting to any of them. I didn't really think it was cool and significant. I did enjoy the last 30 seconds on the video when like she was like all of her personas or the way the public like would perceive her were like all like standing in a line arguing with each other.
Did you like take a close look at the album cover?
No, I haven't.
First, it's The Life of Pablo. It's like a Life of Pablo ripoff.
Oh really?
Like legit, they look exactly the same. But Taylor Swift, she's trying to take Kanye's narcissism to like a new extreme, but she can't because Kanye West is the most egotistical.
I'm excited because he's dropping soon too.
Kanye, I don't know what he's not. I don't know if he's gonna drop things.
You think so?
I don't know. Kanye could be.
I'm excited. I'm hoping. So. I mean, I hope ASAP drops. I hope Kanye drops because I just heard
Rocky.
Yeah. I think both those people need to drop to show out and like to show people that they're still like here, meant to be taken seriously, meant to be like feared. You know, as opposed to like as it comes to the rap game.
Dude, what did you think about that Cozy Tapes Volume 2?
It was cool for just like bullying. I think it was like that like world changing. I think it was. I mean, it's just nice to see like Cardi now worked more to the rotation.
Oh right, Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, it's just like it's just cool to see him like hear him on the tracks. I did for a second just think about like wow, like he used to be like super repping awful, and now he's like super repping like ASAP. So like that's interesting to think about. But
I
like,
mean, ASAP did put him on.
yeah, of course, and like so like that's just like where he is right now. But I was just like thinking about like team switches. Like I wonder if there's been any other dramatic team switches like in the past, like because like obviously there's like Drake who was like YMCMB and then he like just team switched to OVO. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Complete rebrand. Obviously that's him starting his own thing, but like to be like in part of like if Father or like obviously Father started, so it'd be a little bit harder. But like if like Abra or like Slug Christ came from Awful and then just like switched to another team like ASAP like that, it'd be kind of like
Awful is like Smoke Perp.
No, that's like Tommy Genesis and like all those people down in Atlanta. Right. And then like ASAP's like a New York team, so like obviously they're both like in the same like circle. These people all brush shoulders, but like it's weird to see like somebody just switch.
Dude, ASAP's reach is ASAP Rocky's reach is
ASAP Rocky is like
he's got his fingers
that's
everywhere.
like that's international and it's very like fashion music.
Music. I think he's
sports. I guess.
I think
like a lot of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Like he can definitely.
Dude, I think he might be one of the most influential rappers we've got right now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in some ways and in some ways not. Like he's definitely like a young like face of like you know what I'm saying, like what's cool, it's like it's happening, but there's definitely like people that are like it's like weird to like use the word influence just because I feel like there's a lot of other like complicated things like
there's
Drake like with like his Apple Music behind him is like a fucking big ass like
right, that's a machine.
That's a machine.
But,
like Jay-Z can like with like
Jay-Z's a machine.
Jay-Z can just fuck up your day, yo.
No, but I'm
like
saying,
with a check, like he can just fuck up your day.
But ASAP Rocky,
like ASAP like it definitely has like a big voice and like a big thing, but like I feel like that can definitely quickly be like cut. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, like the ASAP team has survived like a lot of like different things, but I feel like that's why I say I think he needs to like drop an album, not just because not because I don't like believe in him or anything like that. I think that like he's a pretty like he's a great artist and everything like that, but I just think he needs to come out with something, show that like he still has that strength. He still
I definitely feel like ASAP Rocky has been doing more coordinating of
definitely.
other careers.
He does like a lot of
he's facilitating, curating for sure. Like I mean, he's got great taste, but for sure he needs to drop an album that really just like. I mean, he drops good music.
I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, so like, there's definitely other people that have like a major influence, like musically. Like, it's hard to say like he's like a huge influence when like you hear so much of Rocky sound, not Rocky sound that he got from Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like that's like one thing. Like two, you could say like, or like he got a lot of his style from so and so or this and this. You know what I'm saying? So like, but on the flip side, there's definitely like ways that he raps and things that he does that like obviously like influence a lot of other people. So
I think his outlook and his ability to put that sound out, that pushing that sound was just like.
I really like his Instagram though. That's cool.
Yeah, his Instagram aesthetic's mad cool. Yeah.
He's mad nice with the visuals. He's mad nice with the final project.
The visuals. Definitely got some fire intern working on that shit.
You have to give him some credit.
Gotta give him some credit. What else do you want to talk about? We got
we have what, 2 minutes left?
We got we got Uzi. We talked
about the fight. We talked about Cardi. Who would win?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mayweather. And,
oh, we didn't talk about that. That's not music. We're still air witness news.
No,
That we can connect this to music. I saw this, somebody put a picture of 50 Cent and then the O. Because like Mayweather's 50-0 now. Air witness news. Where's my camera? Air witness news. That was a cool fight. Oh, I also saw a really funny picture of like somebody just like took a big ass picture of the entire screen, and then they like zoomed in and found Frank Ocean's face, and they were like, "Aha, we found you!" And I was like, "God,
what?
You're trying to attend a nice event. Leave him alone." Like he wasn't even doing anything. He wasn't like picking his nose. They were just like, "Gotcha!" Like you were there, and we found your face. And I was like, "Jesus Christ!" So that happened to Frank Ocean as well. So that's how that connects back to the music.
That's fucked up. It's mad fucked up. Ear Witness News. I'm Dhairya.
This is Nick. We filmed today at Chamber 43, so big shout outs to David L. Martins. Come by to this record shop. He's got plenty of stuff. clothing and records. We got clothing from local artists, and we also got
Mad
other paintings and fashion.
Mad shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here. So you should definitely come by, stop,
Stickers and
check
shit,
it out.
yeah.
If you liked what we talked about today, please subscribe here. What is it? At Air Witness News on everything.
Like us on whatever.
Yeah, and give us questions if you got any questions or people you want us to interview, projects or events you want us to promote for. Please let us know. Yeah, we're really out here.
Yeah, we out here.